ChatGPT can assist users in multiple ways while working with our program. This includes providing information, asking insightful questions, and using the N-shots technique, which involves providing multiple examples to clarify a concept or task. Providing information, Chat can offer detailed explanations on R concepts, functions, and packages. Whether it's a beginner's query about data types in R or a more advanced question about statistical modeling, the AI can provide concise and relevant information. Asking questions for clarity in situations where the user's query is vague or broad, Chat can ask targeted questions to narrow down the exact needs of the user. This helps in providing more tailored and accurate assistance. Laddering with N-shot examples and shot learning in this context means providing multiple examples or iterations to explain a concept or demonstrate a task in R. For instance, if a user is learning about data visualization, Chat can show several examples of plotting data using different types of graphs in R. 2. Code explaining. Chat is also capable of explaining R code snippets. This is particularly useful for users who are either learning R or trying to debug their code. Breaking down code, the AI can take a piece of R code and explain its functionality in simpler terms. This is helpful for beginners who are trying to understand what each line of code does. Debugging and optimization. For more advanced users, Chat can assist in identifying issues or inefficiencies in the code and suggest improvements or optimizations. Let's start tutorial using Depressive Symptom Questionnaire of KWC. Our questionnaire comprises 5 key variables, from WHO1 to WHO5. Each of these represents a specific aspect of mood and mental state. For instance, our first question asks about feeling cheerful and in good spirits. Let's look at how these responses are currently scored. In the present format, higher numbers indicate a worse mood status. For example, scoring 1 means feeling good all of the time, whereas 6 means at no time. This scale, however, contrasts with our reference standard, WHO depressive symptom. Definition of depressive symptom: each item was scored from 0 to 5 points, and the total score was measured from 0 to 25 points. It is recommended to undergo a diagnostic test for major depression, ICD-10, if the total score is less than 13 points or if any single item receives a score of 0 or 1 point, as this indicates a risk of depression. WHO 1998. How can we determine whether there are depressive symptoms according to the guidelines above? We should perform reverse coding, where values coded from 1 to 6 should be transformed to values from 5 to 0. Calculate total score using selects all columns in the data frame that start with WHO. If total WHO is less than 13, or if any of the columns WHO1 to WHO5 is equal to 1 or 0, then assign the value 1, depressive, to the depressive column. Let's make this using ChatGPT now. Providing information of my dataset and depressive symptoms variables. Now, ChatGPT understand my purpose of coding, and ask to ChatGPT for how can we determine whether there are depressive symptoms according to the guidelines above. We should perform reverse coding, where values coded from 1 to 6 should be transformed to values from 5 to 0. Then, check the code with our data of KWC. To monitor the code, I will remain only variable related to WHO. Copy and paste the code and monitor the code. Five should be changed to 6 by human tune. Great job! Perfect! 2. Code explaining. Give information. This is our code asking, explain the code step by step. This is our code. Please explain the code step by step. Now, chag-gpt, explain my code step by step. Three, code creating. Give information asking InShot the same logic. There are my code to create the engaging Complone customer, but I hope to change my variable to factor variable which have levels. My question is that how to make factor which have levels of that. Now, chag-gpt, complete the code using my code. Great job! Please enjoy the coding with chag-gpt.